What's up YouTube, it's Stevie and I'm back in Roblox Islands and we're going to continue off from yesterday's video of this crate factory here. And I just discovered something on accident. I don't know how I didn't think about this before, but I think we just discovered something super epic that's going to reduce limits on this farm. I almost want to say we could actually make this so that this farm is maybe 5 times as big as it is. And the reason why I say that is typically what you have is an issue with despawn, right? So if you don't understand despawn, I will explain that in a moment again. I just want to make sure everyone's clear on this. But before I begin, if you could do me solid and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's get into this. So I've actually been farming overnight. So you can see I've got 570 crates. This farm really works. Let me tell you, this farm is a powerhouse. Check out how much I made in half a day. Check this out. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to sell this. So I've made 572 radish crates. So let's go over here. We're going to sell these and look how much I made. 4.3 million. And look at my economy level just went up. Oh my gosh. I thought I was 99. Geez. So we got to work on that. But this is crazy cool, dude. So, you know, now I've got 5.5 million out of nowhere just overnight farming this. I've almost made back the money I've invested in this just in pretty much about half a day. So I'm going to continue, you know, farming this. One of the challenges is despawn, right? So we only have 80 totems on here right now. And the reason why we only have 80 is because you can only actually have 80 items out at a time, right? That is, as soon as you go past that limit, you have despawn. Now, what happens is when you're first setting up your farm, what's going to happen is everything's offset, right? So let me try to explain this as easy as I can. So I've got these totems, right? So I'm going to place one down. I'm kind of offsetting by like 1 second, right? As I'm placing. So each time you place a totem, a little timer is inside that ticks, right? Basically every 45 seconds now. It used to be every 30 seconds. I think they changed it. I'm not sure, but I noticed it's a minute and a half now for a full cycle of a totem. So how this works, first time it actually harvests, it will actually replant the seed, right? So just like up here, you know, you have this one right here. Every 45 seconds is going to go through a different cycle. So first cycle, it's going to actually harvest this radish and then replant it with a new seed. After the next 45 seconds, it's actually going to place that radish onto a conveyor and it's going to drop, right? So what happens is when you first set up this farm, all of these are on separate timers, right? Because I just placed them 1 second apart. So what's going to happen is this one's going to go, and then this one's going to go, and then this one's going to go, and so on. So they're out of sync, which is really great. So you don't really have the despawn limit. You're not going to hit 80 at once, right? So 80 radishes are not going to be deployed on conveyors at once because they're offset. The problem is as soon as you relog into the game, these timers will be reset again, right? So pretty much everything's going to be going at once. So what do we do about that? How do we get past this 80 limit? If I had 80 of these on the same timer and 80 of these totems are going to deploy radishes at the same time. Now I have noticed that sometimes, you know, one of these might actually be overperforming for some reason. So we might have a situation where maybe it's, you know, having to skip a cycle, and that may be the case at times. So if it skips a cycle, then it's kind of offset. But you see most of these actually have radishes ready to go except for this one. And that's why you're going to see some things like randomly falling down every now and then. So it's not like 100% in sync. So how do we fix this? I actually have a solution finally. Before we had to actually use totem disablers and timers to offset, which I did an extensive video on how to set that up. So basically how it would work is you had a totem disabler, you'd flip the switch, and then you would flip the next switch, and then you would get them out of sync. And then you could actually have 3 sets of 80s, right? So you could actually end up with about 240 totems at that point. Well, I just discovered something that is super simple, in my face, super obvious, and that is upgrading your totem's efficiency. So what does that mean? So when you come in here and you go to upgrade, you'll notice something called efficiency. It basically increases the action speed of that totem, right? So what that means is this totem can actually go faster than these other totems. So what can happen is we can upgrade this, and now it's on a different timer because it's a little bit faster than all these, right? So this one's now on a different timer than the rest of these. So how we can actually triple or even quadruple or even 10 times, I don't know what the driples are on those, but you can even 10 times this size of this farm by having way more totems on this auto farm. And that would actually make our farming so much more powerful. So the other thing that we could do is increase the quality of these. Now, when I did some tests on quality, it wasn't really that good. So you can see how it says 3% product yield. Well, if we got this up to 100%, then of course you're going to be making so much more off this totem, right? So you're basically going to make double. But is it worth it? And I would say no, I don't think it's worth it because you're not really going to, you're increasing the cost of your farm. I don't think it's actually worth doing. I would actually say tripling the size of your farm makes more sense. And you don't need that much to upgrade these. So check this out. So if I go over here and upgrade the efficiency by 3%. Well, the next row could be 6%, the next row could be 9%, and we can just alternate. So how this is going to work is we're going to actually go in here and we're going to make the first row all 3%. All right, so you go into each of these, and each of these are going to be 3%, including the other side. So the other side is going to be 3% as well, which makes this really cheap to do because you're only talking about 10 wood and a little bit of coins for each of these. So you don't need a lot of wood. All right, so all of those are done. We'll hop on the other side here and we're going to do these. All right, so this entire bottom row is at 3%. Next row here, we're going to actually do 6%. We're just doing the other side now. And the third row here, we're going to go 9%. Now, how we're going to do this is the fourth row here, this row above us, we're going to leave at 0. So these we're not going to upgrade. And that way everything is completely offset. So what you're going to start seeing here is constant flow of radishes pretty soon. So once we're done with all these, we're going to see them constantly dropping down. So now we're, on number 5. So these are going to be all 3%. There we go. So those are all upgraded to 3s. Same thing on the other side. And just a reminder, the reason why we're doing this, if you're still confused, we're offsetting the totem timers by making them a little faster. And that way we don't hit any kind of despawns. All right, so these are all good. So now what we got to do, we're going to actually double the size of this farm. I'm going to need 70 more radish totems, and we're going to need, I think we already have enough radish seeds. Nope, we're going to need some more radish seeds too. So let's go get our totems first, and then we're going to go buy some radish seeds. All right, so we got 80 more totems. Probably going to need some more grass. Yep, we're going to need a lot more grass. So we're essentially doubling the size of our farm. All right, so let's go buy some seeds. And just as a reminder, I actually have a really large trading Discord, so check this out. So we got tons of trades here going on. So I just did a search for radish, and I'm just looking through. On the right here, we have some people buying a lot, but I'm not seeing seeds yet. So let's see if we can find some. Now, of course, because I made my video, everyone's buying these. So this is going to be a little harder. Everyone's buying them, dude. That's what happens when I make a video. Sometimes it's just really hard for me to, let's see if seeds paying 15K. Gosh, this person is paying 20,000 per seed now. Wow. What did I do? So if you can't find them, here's what you do. You can basically say buying radish seeds at 15K each. So how many do we need? We need, so we need a total of 560, but we do have some seeds already. So we need 278 radish seeds. So we're just going to say we need 280. So at me in replies. So I do have my DMs closed. So pretty much what I want to do is have them actually go to this reply channel. And how the reply channel works is basically you can actually discuss trades here and negotiate. All right, so I found someone on my Discord that is actually selling me some seeds. So they have lots of radish seeds. They said what their code is, so you can get their code to join them. They were willing to obviously give a little bit of a discount here. So I told them, no, we're gonna do 15K. That's pretty much what I offered initially. Now, it looks like a lot of people are willing to spend 20K. So think about that as well when you're selling. Special thanks to Ninja here for doing a trade with me. Thank you so much, Ninja. All right, so we have enough materials to actually start this next layer here. So we got plenty of totems. We got plenty of seeds. I'm back down to 820,000, but that's actually pretty good. If you think about it, I only spent like 3 million for all this stuff. So that's not bad if you think about it. And I already have the conveyors as well. So I have plenty of conveyors. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and build this up, and we're going to continue from after this, and we're going to test it out, and we're going to watch for despawn. All right, so we got the full setup here. We just need to start plowing and planting, and then we got to do our upgrades to offset all these. But it's so exciting to see. There's 160 totems here now. It's crazy. Hopefully this is going to work. It should. In theory, if you think about it, the totems are going to be offset in timing, so it should work just fine. So I'm going to go and plow these, and once these are all planted and plowed, I'm going to upgrade everything, like I said, and then we're going to test it out. So I actually did a little bit of a miscalculation here. I thought I needed 6 seeds, but I needed 6.8 seeds. That means these should actually have 7 seeds each. So, instead of actually going down, because I only have 80 more seeds, I'd have to buy 160. So I'd have to buy another 80 seeds. So instead of having to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to actually just add some fertilizer to one of each of these seeds, because fertilizer does not get, it doesn't get chewed up by totems at all. So I've been going through and adding 1 fertilizer to each of these. And then on top of that, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add some growth totems in here. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So that'll actually speed up growth quite a bit. So that should fix our issue with calculating. That way you don't have to add more seeds. So just add some fertilizer, or if you want, you can add more seeds. So I'm just fertilizing the front one. All right, so we got fertilizer on all these. Now we got to do the growth totems. How this works is basically it can reach up to about, I think it's 4 blocks each way. So what we can do is there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can do this one. And so you can see it actually increases nearby crop growth rate. So we're just going to increase that up to about 14%. And so that one will actually reach 4 across here, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll get this edge here. And then we can go about right here for the next one. And we'll increase this by up to level, we'll go up to like 20% crop growth rate. What's this one at? We'll go up a little bit more, 20%. Now we're going to go up again, and then we're going to go and increase it on the next level. Same place. Then we're doing number 3. And we can do level 4 from up here. All right, so now we're going to level 5. All right, so we're on level 6 here. We're going to start adjusting our totems. So these should be going up to 6%, and these are going to go up to 9%. Now, this level here is level 8, so this is actually going to stay the same. Then we're going to go to level 9, and this is going back to 6%. Now, let's check out how much wood, because we can actually offset this even further. Oh, yeah, we got plenty. So we're going to actually offset this to 12. Actually, we'll go up to 15%. All right, so those are looking pretty good. So we're going to do the top one now. Let's go and add a little bit of growth to this as well. And then the top, we're going to go up just to like, we'll go 12%. And these should actually be, you know, offset enough that they're not all going at once. So this is not the only type of farm you can do this on, obviously, with the timers. So efficiency is going to actually be your timer offset, and that's actually going to help you a ton. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your farms. I'm also going to add an extra seed to each of these because these are a little faster. So I'm just going to add, and I have extra seeds. So we're just going to add some extra seeds to the top layer here, since we do have higher efficiency up here. Man, this is going to be so cool. I'm so excited to see the output. All right, looks like we're all sealed up. So let's go try this out. So let's check it out. See how this is going. Oh yeah, look at those fall. It's constantly flowing now. Let's see how much we made. Dude, we've had 60. So just in the time we've been doing this, oh man, another one. We're making a lot right now. It's fantastic. So if everything goes as planned, if it does truly double, I should be making about 8 million today, which is a lot of coins. This is going to be a lot of coins, let me tell you. Let's see what I just got. So I just made 468,000. So now I'm over 1 million finally. So back to 1 million. But you can see this is constantly flowing. Way better than the last time. You just watch this tick up. Look at that. 91, 92, 93. It's just going. So this is a major improvement on my auto farm, I think. So definitely check it out. You know, good luck on your own. If you have to, you can use a cheaper crop, by the way. I think I mentioned that before, but you can use a cheaper crop. You don't have to use radishes. You're still going to make a ton, you know, not quite as much, but you're going to make millions. So, you know, in a day, essentially, if you're going to do like carrots or something, just switch this out to a washing station and then connect this a little bit further. So first you're going to have a washing station with a coal. So you're going to have some kind of way to feed the coal in, and that'll just, you know, drop into here. The coal will actually feed into the washing station, and then the crops will get cleaned, and then you would want to send those directly to the crate packer right afterwards. But man, this is so cool. I'm getting so many crates. I'm excited. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we're going to be back to Bed Wars most likely tomorrow. So I took a couple of days off of Bed Wars because I'm really missing islands, but you know, there's also been a huge influx of, you know, exploiters in that game, and you know how I feel about hackers and exploiters and dupers and such. So I actually have been taking a break from Bed Wars until they fix those, and it looks like they are fixing a lot of them, and most of those exploits are getting patched. So hopefully the game's going to be a little bit more fair and won't be so many, you know, fake wins and stuff. So thanks again for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.